Hello, my dear friends. Welcome to series 2 of this session of the important questions which would be important for your upcoming RBI Grade B examination 2024. So, we will try to cover the articles that were published in the newspapers, and from those articles, we have made some MCQs. We will try to solve those MCQs in this series. And if you like this series, then do hit the like button and comment in the comment section and do subscribe the channel. All right, so let's see see the questions, number of questions from today's series. So the first news article had appeared in on 5th of March, 11th of March 2024, regarding the SEBI introduces guidelines for the small and medium REITs, SM REITs. Okay, so um, real estate investment trust. So what are the guidelines? Let's try to understand. And so let's see the what is the concept of REITs. Okay, REITs is basically, you can say that in the REITs, if you are willing to purchase any physical real estate, okay, but here in the case of REITs, you can purchase a unit of that real estate. Okay, not physically, but on the paper only. You can purchase a unit, and from that unit, you can understand from here. See, this is the REIT. Okay, and if an individual is willing to purchase like office or commercial space or hotels, but it would be a you need to invest a huge amount for that one, so you can buy a unit of this hotel unit. Okay, through this REIT you can buy a unit, and if the hotel, and you will get the rent over that unit. So the appreciation, the benefit, the first benefit is what? Appreciation, capital appreciation for the unit bought by you. And the second benefit is obviously the dividends, which will be paid to the REIT holder in time to time, means quarterly or yearly or half yearly, whatever it may be. So this is the question that SEBI has introduced certain guidelines about the small and medium REITs. So let's try to answer this question. In exercise of powers conferred under Section 30, okay, of the SEBI Act of 1932. Remember this section also. Under this section, the board hereby makes the following regulations to further amend the SEBI Act of 2014, namely the SEBI Regulation to 2024. Okay, so what is all about? REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust, means a person that pulls rupee 50 crore or more. That pulls rupee 50 crore or more for the purpose of issuing units to at least 200 investors. Okay, 200 investors so as to acquire and manage real estate or properties. So this option is correct. Okay, so in real estate investment trust, they actually pulls more than, they have to pull at least 50 crore of money from 200 investors. Okay, so the first option is correct. Let's move on to the another option, another statement. The minimum offer and allotment to the public in each such scheme of SM REIT shall be at least 25% of the total outstanding unit of such scheme. So the minimum allotment should be at least 25%. This option, this statement is also correct. Uh, Third statement, thou this regulation, investors will get day-to-day control over the management and operation of such real estate or property. So day-to-day control, the investor will not get a day-to-day control over that real estate property. The size of the asset proposed to be acquired in the scheme would be in the range of rupees 50 crore to 500 crore. Okay, so this statement is also correct. So by this, option B would be correct, eliminating the third option, third statement. All right, let's see the second question uh, over that regulation only. Which among the following statement is correct regarding the SEBI regulation of 2024? Okay, so all the points are very important. So try to understand these statements, okay, and find out the correct answer. So investment manager of small and medium REITs should have a minimum net worth of 20 crore. Investment manager should have a minimum net worth of 20 crore, provided that not less than rupees 10 crore of net worth of investment manager is from the positive liquid net worth, means like cash or units, overnight liquid mutual funds. Okay, and the the second statement, this statement is absolutely correct. For SM REITs, at least 95% of the investment should be in the revenue generating assets. Means for small and medium REITs, you cannot invest on under construction property. Okay, for under construction it would be 5%, but at least 95% investment should be in the revenue generating. If this hotel is under construction, you can invest up to 5% only. Rest 95% you should invest in rent generating assets, so that the profit capital appreciation can be seen. And they cannot invest in under construction or revenue generating in real estate. However, there is a big difference compared to the largest. In case of the larger REITs, see, this is talking about the SM REITs, small and medium REITs. However, in case of the largest REITs, for whom 80% in the rent generating assets and the rest 20% can be invested to under construction property for the larger REITs. Okay, for the SM 95 and 5, and for the larger REITs it's 80 is to 20. 20 can be invested to under construction property. So by this statement is also correct. Let's see the third statement. Minimum unit holding requirements at all times for the first 3 years after listing by the sponsor or investment managers is 5%. Okay, so the minimum uh, liquid holding would be 5%. This statement is also correct for SM REITs that does not have any debt borrowing, and 15% for a REIT that has taken on leverage. So by this statement is also correct. Investor can now have fractional ownership on rent yielding real estate. It will encompass only commercial properties. The minimum subscription of rupees 10 lakh per investment will further boost the participation. This statement is correct. Okay, minimum subscription amount should be 10 lakh, but it can be encompassed not only in commercial, rather commercial as well as residential properties. Okay, so by this statement would be incorrect. So the correct statement, correct option here it is option number C, that is 1, 2, and 3. So here you have to see that commercial as well as residential properties. However, the minimum subscription, remember the minimum subscription means fractional ownership. Fractional ownership, remember this term, fractional ownership has been introduced in this SEBI regulation 2024, and this amounts to around rupees 10 lakh. Rupees 10 lakh. Okay, minimum a person can invest up to minimum 10 lakh rupees in order to get the ownership of those real estate. Let's see the another important article. RBI goes after peer-to-peer transactions. Okay, so days after the crackdown against the Paytm and Visas, RBI in India is now focusing on peer-to-peer credit card payments. So uh, let's see the question number 3 regarding this article only. After barring Visa from undertaking certain commercial business to business credit and transactions, the RBI is now seeking cracking down the P2P credit card payments made via third party service providers. Why RBI is bringing out these regulations? Because they are violating the norms of pursuant to the main function of credit card is what? That P2M transactions should take place. Okay, merchant to customers or customers to merchants transaction would take place. So this is actually violating, and via third party they are routing out the money and again getting it back from another account. So this comes after the central bank has found instances of retail customers using the credit card to pay rent, tuition fee. आजकल क्या हो रहा है? Rent they are using the credit cards for for the payment of rent, tuition fees. Okay, in the name of rent, they transfer it to the another account, their GPay account or PhonePe account, and from there they are paying it to the landlords or the school institutions through credit card. So through third party apps. Okay, these third party players, usually fintechs, allow customers to make a credit card payment to their authorized merchant account. They then instantaneously transfer the money to the bank account of the recipient in case in exchange of some commission. Okay, so 1 to 3% this commission is there. So these things are need to be regulated. Okay, so statement number first regarding this, the credit card, you need to identify the correct statement regarding this uh, guideline. Okay, So the first statement, credit card transactions are only meant to be between the merchants and the customers. Yes, exactly true. If funds are being routed through an escrow account operated by third party, it is bypassing the regulation and will not be allowed. So statement number one is absolutely correct. It will not be allowed. See statement number two. Fintech such as Cred, One Card, No Broker, Amazon Pay, Paytm used to allow rent payment via credit card. Earlier, Amazon Pay and Paytm has been used to allow the rent payment, but now they are like debarred it from it. Currently, Cred, One Card, and No Broker is being allowed for rent payment. Okay, they are allowing their cards for rent payment. So by this, statement number two is incorrect. RBI recently barred Visa from offering BPSP, Business Payment Solution Provider, facility that allows the businesses to make card payments through intermediaries to entities that do not otherwise accept the card payments. Under this regulation, the intermediary accept card payments from the corporates for their commercial payments. Okay, and then remits the fund via INPS to non-card accepting recipients. This statement is absolutely correct. So by this, option B would be correct. 1 and 3. All right. Let's see question number 4 regarding this regulation only about the P2P lending. So NBFC P2P lending payment means an intermediary providing a service of loan facilitation via online medium or otherwise to the participants. In simple term, it is like crowdfunding where the loans are being raised. P2P क्या होता है? Peer to peer lending means without involving banks, a borrower is providing loan to the a lender is providing loans to the borrower, to the needy person without involving banks. Okay, in terms of certain percentage, but there are certain regulations regarding this. There are certain restrictions in this P2P platform. So in simple term, it is like crowdfunding where loans are raised and repaid with interest without having to get it in from the financial institutions. No financial institution involvement there. An individual borrower can borrow or lend money on a platform at the loan uh, and the loans given here are unsecured loans. These loans are unsecured loans. P2P are regulated by RBI and are required to obtain a certificate of registration from the RBI and operate as non-banking financial companies. Okay, so this statement itself provides lots of information. Okay, so go through this statement 2-3 times so that you can understand it more clearly. So let's see the statement number 1. RBI guidelines allow an individual, Hindu undivided family, firm, society or company to participate in P2P lending platform. As per the new guideline, RBI raised the investment limit for individual by 5 times. This statement is absolutely correct. Let's see the another statement. P2P lending platform should ensure that aggregate exposure of a lender to all the borrowers across all the P2P platform does not exceed 10 lakh at the point of time. No, after raising the investment limit, this is not 10 lakh, this is 50 lakh. Okay, this is 50 lakh. So the third statement, P2P platform should maintain a net owned fund of at least 20 million rupees 20 million. This statement is also correct. P2P lending platform should ensure that the exposure of single lender to a single borrower does not exceed rupees 50,000. Okay, so by this statement would also correct. Single borrower does not exceed rupees 50,000. So option number D is correct. And escrow account. Uh, let's try to understand the escrow account concept here. In these transactions, escrow account is a type of account where third party holds your money. Suppose you are transferring the money from here to here, party A to party B. Okay, and before settling of amount, you have transferred the money. Okay, and it will go to the escrow account. And before like decrypting the money to account B, it would be there in the escrow account only. Okay, and after receiving in this account, it will be decrypted. So it is a type of account where third party holds money or assets on behalf of the two parties who are involved in the transaction. That's it. Let's see the another question. See, one of the most important question. India-EFTA TEPA agreement. Trade and Economic Partnership Agreement. Recently had been signed on 10th of March. So have signed the TEPA agreement with the commitment of rupees $100 billion investment into India from the four member blocks over 15 years, creating estimated 1 million jobs. Okay, this is the under the agreement it is written that $100 billion would be invested and it will create 1 million of jobs in India. So the TEPA agreement with EFTA is a third major trade deal finalized by the government since early 2022. The European Free Trade Association (EFTA) is a four-member bloc. You need to, and these members were not the part of European Union. Okay, EFTA association are not the part of European Union. So you need to identify these four-member blocks. So what is the correct answer? Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, Switzerland. No, France is not there. Germany is not there. So option D, Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, and Liechtenstein. Okay, this is the correct option. Switzerland, Norway, Iceland, and Liechtenstein. Just remember these countries. So one more question on this TEPA agreement only about its exceptions. So EFTA states that have a significant stride forward in their quest to trade, and TEPA, the negotiation between the EFTA and India started in 2018. After 15 years of negotiation, this agreement has actually been signed. 21 rounds of negotiation were there, and on 10th of March, it had been signed. TEPA covers the following areas: the preamble, general provision, everything you can read out. So you have to identify the correct option over there. The signing of India-EFTA Trade Economic TEPA agreement took place in capital of Switzerland, Bern. Is it correct? It is not correct. It is incorrect. Okay. Dairy, soya, coal, some sensitive agricultural products have been excluded from the India's tariff concessional list. Is it correct? Is it correct? Is this statement is correct? So this statement is actually correct. These agricultural products have been excluded from this India's tariff concessional list. Okay. Option number 3, EFTA market access offer covers 100% of non-agri products and tariff concession on processed agri products. This statement is also correct. Okay, EFTA trademarks. This statement is also correct. Let's see the option number 4. India's export to EFTA countries during 2023 stood at $20.45 billion and exports at only 1 point. So sorry, it should be import. India import is $20.45 billion and export stood at $1.87 billion. Therefore, it raised to the trade deficit of $18.58 billion. Okay. So by this, we can say that eliminating option number 1, 2, 3, and 4 is the correct answer. Now, in the comment section, you need to answer that where this agreement has took place, where the signing of this TEPA agreement has took place. If it is not Bern, if it is not Switzerland, then when it has took place. All right. So by this, let's conclude this series. We will come with series 3 with such type of questions, and those were important for your RBI. If you like this series, then do like and comment the correct answer where the TEPA agreement has took place. All right. Thank you very much.